What is up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to Beastars, this time with Season 3, the final season, Part 1, Episode 1. Unfortunately, this has been batch released on Netflix, which is always a shame for me on YouTube, but it's got its benefits. Of course, people can just like binge watch through the season, but as a YouTuber, and I think as people that want series to succeed, usually weekly releases. We saw with JoJo's just how it affected the series popularity wise. I think a weekly release really does kind of build up more of a kind of hype towards episodes and a discussion, rather than releasing it all at once. But we have got a second part to come, so no idea when that does come out, but I'm looking forward to that. I did recently rewatch season 2 in preparation for this, and I actually enjoyed it quite a lot more than I did on my initial watch on my YouTube channel. There was a few things I didn't quite understand on my first watch, on my first reaction to it, which was a fair few years ago now, which I actually really enjoyed watching in my own time. Of course, a lot happened. We found Riz, the killer of Tem. He has been arrested, I believe. Also, Legoshi is also. I think he got in trouble with the police. I don't think anything happened to him other than the fact that he got something on his record saying that he was involved in a cannibalization, I believe. And he's going to be leaving school, which I think we'll be covering quite a bit this season. We saw that Lewis is going to be coming back to school after the whole Ibuki death, which again was really profound. I didn't understand that nearly as well as I did in my recent rewatch, and I absolutely love those scenes, especially with the Leo group. But yeah, do let me know what you guys think about this episode down in the comment section. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys would like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. What I'll be doing is I will just be watching one episode weekly. Again, even though it is a batch release, I might do an extra episode here and there if I do get some free time. But yeah, more likely than not, I will just be watching one episode a week. So it's a shame they just couldn't release it like that. Anyway, they're doing weekly releases for and a few upcoming anime series Netflix are releasing, so I've got no idea why they're not doing it here, but yeah, is what it is, I guess. Again, for people who like to binge anime, I guess this is a good thing. And this is quite a bingeable series. I rewatched season 2 in about a week. So yeah. I'm really interested again now that we're not going to be seeing as much as the school setting. We didn't see too much of it last season, to be honest with you, with Legoshi training and so on. But even more so now, we're going to be kind of out of school. Looking forward to the opening and ending as well, of course. Always looking forward to those. Carrots. It's a horse. I haven't seen any of the trailers or anything either. I've seen the cover of the trailer, which is a horse guy. And I've seen some key visuals, but I haven't watched any of the trailers or anything. So I think this is the horse guy that we see on those visuals. This guy's like an investigator, police officer. Strange case. Top secret. I mean, this guy obviously really cares about his legs. Horses have very powerful legs, don't they? I like this guy's voice actor, of course. Very famous voice actor. Final season. I also have heard that the final season is slightly controversial. I think I was told. Itchy collar. I'm not. I got no idea why, but yeah, I've heard it is. I think this has got some quite controversial topics in general that it covers, quite political. But I've always really enjoyed that. And also, don't hate me for this, but I only actually recently realised that Legoshi is a play on Bela Lugosi, who's a very famous horror icon. Played Dracula, of course. And it very much relates to Lugosi. I can't believe I only put that together in the last couple of weeks. I've never watched the old Dracula, but I've always heard of Bela Lugosi. There's a few just like famous horror people like that you hear of. I was also quite weirded out of the fact so about last season with the foot of Lewis. I mean, I know like some animals have like 4 feet, and they change them into hands for the sake of the show, make them more humanoid. But why is why has Lewis not got those deer feet? Again, you can imagine how, even if you haven't seen like Dracula, you can imagine how this would relate to a vampire. I haven't seen the new Nosferatu, but I'm really looking forward to that. Oh yeah, whoever this is, it's probably having a fucking nightmare. Let's hope she doesn't confront him. Looks like that might very well be the case. Big bad wolf. Piece of your mind, huh? Good piece of your mind. I quite like her voice actor. Understandably, she's scared. But yeah, Rudo Legoshi. I'd be a nightmare living next to him. Like this. Got a rabid dog. Was that his job? Delivery guy. Love the hat. Love that. Love that they give you space for the ears. But yeah, pretty sure the last time we were in that chair, we had ended up seeing Legoshi cross dressing, so that doesn't happen again. I'm pretty sure Lewis got a bit turned on by that as well, by the way. Which doesn't help the rep for this show. This show again, I went into it with bad expectations just because I heard it was like furry and stuff, and it's actually if you take away the animal stuff, which is a big part of it, of course. Sorry by the way, guys. It is just a really good drama about people. It's a little bit like Odd Taxi in that way, but this show very much actually focuses on animals as well. It just relates a lot to human issues and stuff as well. Whereas with Odd Taxi, I think you could easily just have them be humans and it'd be the same story. It's also quite interesting, isn't it, that he's called Legoshi, is the name for the most famous vampire, most famous actor of Dracula, whereas he's actually a wolf. I guess that just shows the duality, doesn't it? Really? Well, I guess that makes sense. Jesus. He really got his dreams flung back at him like that. That's not that big an issue, though. You don't have to be married to have a happy life together. Of course, you'd like to be, so that sucks. Yeah. Again, I loved Ibuki's segments. He was a great guy. He's back with his pretty sure to call this guy that bought him. I got a robot leg. Interesting. Kelly Dawn. Oh, lovely, lovely cherry blossom trees. So I think it was mentioned that there's going to be more separating between herbivores and carnivores at school. And then I think they said next year, so I guess this is the start of the next year. Or Jack. Segregation, that's the one. The word I was looking for. It's just further perpetuates the problem, in my opinion. Look at this fucking guy. Probably is for the best for the herbivores, but I almost feel like this again perpetuates the problem of the carnivores and makes it stand out more. Probably makes it more likely to happen. Actually, there's always that thing of like when you can't have something, it becomes more yeah, it becomes more kind of attractive to want something. They all dogs. They're all dogs. I guess that makes sense. Dogs are carnivorous, but they yeah. I guess wild dogs eat a lot of stuff crazily, but like normal kind of household dogs, pretty good tempered and such, aren't they? Oh, he's got a really big time voice actor as well. Got to get that tuition money back. Oh, look at that. Little kid Legoshi. And there's little Jack. Oh my god, look how cute this is. Look at sorry by the way guys, I'm not sure why my allergy is quite bad today. Look at this. Little graduating Legoshi on a little bug hunt there with Jack. Oh, I've always liked Jack. Do you know who also stood out to me last season? Who was not a big character whatsoever. It had a recently big plot point with his arm getting ripped off, but the little anti-to Tapir guy. I don't know which one he is, but he was adorable last season. Look at this, man. This is the fan service we want. We don't want no fucking leopard strippers or any of that stuff that we had last season. We want yeah, we want baby pics. We want baby pics of the cute little animals. I'm quite fond of animals, of course. I really like insects. Yeah, all kind of animals. To be honest, cats not so much. But I still like cats. They're still right. Growing on them as I watch more anime. Honestly, what the hell? What's this guy? Is it a lizard? Well, as you may think, I was expecting him to be a wolf. But I guess not. Maybe that's why he wasn't so freaked out with I mean, he was freaked out, but not as freaked out as you might expect with the snake from last season. Did used to own a bunny. They're cute. Got a few dogs. Got some big footsteps. A lion. Damn. Haru can relate to this, surely, right? Oh, fuck off. You can get out of school, but the school can't get out with horrible bitches like these, can it? Oh, again, that's understandable considering it's their like lives, but yeah, they're looking out for their survival, and it's smart, but it's also quite horrible. Of existence theory. Well, he seemed like a decent guy. And we saw from the lions last season, the lions and animals, carnivores in general, actually, they might be stronger when they're actually looking after animals rather than and protecting animals rather than attacking them. They've got more on their kind of. You see that, don't you, with like animals protecting their territory and their young. Bears, for example, get super aggressive. You like threaten their young. That's something I really took away from last season. Appreciation there. Goku Gumi. The foxes look pretty cool, to be fair. The Shishigumi, of course. It looks like that's the new boss. This guy a tapir? I don't know. Damn, it's literally selling himself. Damn. He was literally prostituting out his fingers. Eating. Who was that? I killed the guy for no reason. He was charging quite an exuberant fee. I mean, I know there are his fingers, but that's a lot of money. Or it might be yen, so 80,000 yen, how much is that? Who was this? What species was this? Not a carnivore. That's kind of what I was thinking last season as well with the anteater. He got his arm cut off by a carnivore, but aren't anteaters considered carnivores? They eat ants, right? Their long ass tongue. They like lick out like ant kind of colonies. They like lick inside them and scoop up all the ants to eat. Is that not considered carnivorous? Because insects are animals, right? So that's unfair to call an anteater a carnivore if it eats insects. What creature? It's hard to tell because, like I said, you don't. Everyone's got like human kind of feet and hands, so it's actually hard to tell sometimes what animal is what in shots like this specifically. But we've got some kind of herbivore murderer going around. What was the MO to kill this guy of all people? Poor geezer. Already sold like 3 or 4 of his fingers. Surely though, if you bought a finger off this guy, you wouldn't just like finish there. This poor fucking girl. Jesus Christ. I think so. That's because he doesn't have to worry as much as you. She's always so fucking strong coming up to these situations, isn't she? Then gets so meager. Again, I've got no worries. I think Legoshi will be fine, but Any other carnivore? That woman would be dust. I also love how fucking how cheeky a lot of these little fucking rodents are in the series. They literally get squished like that, but they're always so fucking big mouthed. You got to admire it a little bit. So who is this? Like this, like you shouldn't be talking like that to these guys. Oh damn. So is this the guy that we saw kill that? Yeah, it is. So he's gonna be the new boss, whoever this is. Ah, interesting. Thank you guys for watching. Really good first episode back. Seems like Legoshi's neighbor is going to be quite a interesting character this season. Again, she's got a big and nice voice actor, so I'm looking forward to hearing more about her. Like I said, it's interesting seeing this, isn't it? These herbivores always have such big mouths. These little mouses, like literally, you're a little mouse, bro, um, or a little gerbil or whatever the fuck it is, and it's like you're talking like that to these giant fucking lions. Like, come on. We saw a minute ago with the rabbits when they introduced the lion boyfriend. The sheep were fucking chatting rubbish. Like they couldn't just get devoured just like that. Yeah, that's the thing. The carnivores obviously very dangerous, but the herbivores are also dangerous in the way they speak as well. It's almost a bit like men and women in a sense as well. Like men are obviously bigger creatures, more scary, but women have like more dangerous mouths on them. I think there's a lot of things that kind of can relate to a lot of the issues in this show, isn't there? So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I imagine the last minute will just be credits because Netflix likes doing it at the end. So yeah, thanks for watching. Again, really good episode. I'd love to watch another one. And I could, which is the nice thing about again these batch releases, but I will wait till next week. Again, really good introduction. Seeing a few of the characters actually out of school. Harry, which I forgot, she's actually older than Legoshi, I believe. So she's out of school. I guess she graduated. We're seeing the again, we didn't see too much of the school segment, as I said in the intro. I doubt we'll see as much of that as we have in previous seasons, especially season one, of course. But we see the segregation of the carnivores and herbivores, which they spoke about would be happening last season. And like I said, I feel like that might just kind of accentuate the problem. That might just actually add to the issue rather than help it. Of course, you'd probably feel safer if you're a herbivore, but feeling safer isn't always actually being safer. Like I said, sometimes it's that kind of forbidden kind of chalice of, because it's more forbidden now, it actually becomes more alluring to do that kind of thing, perhaps. I don't know. It also makes sense that I can't remember what, I didn't actually catch what they were using the dogs for, but I think like 5 of the kind of student council, we'll say, were all dogs, which I actually think makes quite a lot of sense for the carnivore kind of side of things, doesn't it? They're probably much less likely to commit a kind of atrocity. But yeah, interesting getting a look at Legoshi's kind of life outside of school. Not too much interesting yet. He's just kind of dealing with with him eating Lewis's leg. But again, I'm especially interested in his neighbor, who must be having a nightmare of things right now, of course. But again, I just love the fact that it really is showing that kind of they've got so much. Or they're so kind of courageous sometimes in their thoughts. These herbivores, and they're so kind of outspoken. Yeah, when actually confronted with this stuff, they turn really meager and they are literally just like a dish waiting to be eaten. I think it's really interesting. So looking forward to seeing more of that next time. Also looking forward to seeing more of this lion group, Leo group, I think it was called, but I think it's now called like, well, it's always called Shishigumi, I think, which is a bit of a play on Shinsengumi, right? Or Miwa Warugumi or something like that. Looks like they've got a new boss, which is another herbivore, which is very interesting. It's a herbivore that knocked out one of their lions in like one punch. So I'm wondering what kind of creature this guy is. But yeah, do let me know what you guys thought about this episode down in the comment section. Again, great return back. Leave a like on the video if you guys did like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. And I'll see you guys next week with episode 2.